Hello everyone! Today we will discover power of habits. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly build good habits and achieve their goals, while others struggle to make progress? It's not luck or willpower, it's a system. And in Atomic Habits, James Clear lays out exactly how to design that system to transform your life. In this video, we'll explore the key ideas. If you want to boost your productivity, improve your health, or simply feel more in control of your day-to-day life, this is where it starts. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you will have practical tools to build better habits, break the bad ones, and set yourself on a path to lasting success. Let's dive in! Let's take a short break from discussing projects and success strategies. We'll turn to James Clear, an author of the global bestseller Atomic Habits, an easy and proven way to build good habits and break bad ones. His ideas about small, consistent steps leading to big achievements are nothing short of transformative. The concept of small steps isn't new, but when these steps become daily habits, the compounded results over time can be astonishing. Clear uses the example of improving by just 1% each day. If you follow this path, by the end of the year you will be 37 times better at something. However, the reverse is equally true. Allowing yourself to deteriorate by 1% daily can bring your skills close to zero in the same period. Habits are like a double-edged sword. They can either elevate you to incredible success or drag you down if they are negative. Let's take a look at the inspiring real-world example. The British cycling team. For nearly 100 years, they were stuck in mediocrity. Then, in 2003, they hired Dave Brailsford, who introduced what he called the aggregation of marginal gains. He focused on seemingly small, almost trivial improvements, like redesigning bike saddles, using heated shorts, monitoring biofeedback, and optimizing sleep by changing pillows and mattresses. There were even a few secret tweaks. These tiny changes added up. In just 5 years, British cyclists dominated the 2008 Beijing Olympics, winning 60% of the gold medals. By 2012, Bradley Wiggins became the first Brit to win Tour de France. Now, in theory, improving by 1% each day sounds simple. In practice, it is anything but easy. Why? Because progress isn't always visible right away. It takes time for your efforts to accumulate into the tangible results. Think of bamboo plant. It spends 5 years growing a robust root system underground, barely breaking the surface. Then, in just 6 weeks, it shoots up 30 meters. The same principle applies to your daily efforts. You need determination and patience to cross what Clear calls the valley of disappointment. That frustrating period where you are building hidden potential but seeing little payoff. The magic happens when you persist. One day, your work will lead those overnight breakthroughs that everyone admires. Breaking bad habits is tough, and sticking to good ones often feels like an uphill battle. Sounds familiar? That's because most of us either focus on the wrong things or approach change in the wrong way. To increase your chances of success, James Clear introduced a powerful framework in Atomic Habits: the 3 layers of habit change: the result layer, the process layer, and the identity layer. These 3 layers are interconnected and equally vital. Let's start with the first, the result layer. The result layer is all about the goals you want to achieve. It is the outcome, whether it's winning a competition, publishing a book, passing an exam, or turning a business profitable. At first glance, this seems like the most critical layer. After all, isn't it the goal, the point of all your efforts? Now imagine the teams competing in FIFA World Cup. Every one of them shares the same ultimate goal: to win the tournament. But does it having that goal means every team has equal shot at lifting the trophy? If that were true, we would see Poland winning the World Cup every few years, right? The reality is that focusing solely on the result layer isn't enough. The difference lies in the other 2 layers, the process layer and the identity layer. Without a solid process and the right identity backing it up, results remain elusive, no matter how ambitious or inspiring the goal. So while the result layer defines what you want, the real magic lies in understanding how to get there, the process, and who you need to become, the identity. And that's what we'll explore next. The process layer is all about the how, systems and routines that drive lasting change and led to noticeable improvements. It's not just about setting goals, it's about building a sustainable process to reach them. This could mean starting a new yoga routine, committing to reading every evening, or learning to bake homemade bread. Each of these processes lays the foundation for growth. But let's not forget the flip side, the habits that drag us down. These are often unintentional, yet they sneak into our daily routines and act like invisible time thieves. Think of eating junk food every day, stepping out for a cigarette during every office break, or staying up late playing video games. To break free from these bad habits, we need to replace them with better systems. Ones that steer us toward our goals instead of away from them. Change isn't about willpower alone. It's about designing a process that works for you. Small shifts in your daily systems can lead to massive transformation over time. The identity layer is the deepest and most transformative part of a habit change. While goals focus on what you want and processes focus on how to get there, identity is about who you want to become. Your habits shape your identity, and your identity shapes your habits. Want to write a book? Don't just set a goal. Embrace the identity of writer. Want to get fit? Start seeing yourself as someone who prioritizes health. True change happens when your habits align with the person you believe you are or want to be. Who do you want to become? Starting habit change from result layer, focusing on goals like losing weight or writing a book, might seem logical, but it has its pitfalls. Sure, chasing results gives you a quick motivation, but it can feel empty if progress is slow. Even if you hit the goal without a solid process or a deeper identity shift, the habits often fade away. Lasting change happens when you flip the script instead of just aiming for results. Focus on becoming the person who achieves them. Don't just run to lose weight. Become someone who loves fitness. That's the power of starting with identity. True habit changes starts from the inside out. Instead of focusing on goals first, James Clear's Atomic Habits teaches us to begin with the identity layer. Deciding who you want to become. Want to write a book? First, see yourself as a writer. Next, move to the process layer, where you build systems and routines, like writing for 30 minutes daily. Finally, the result layer takes care of itself. When your identity drives your habits, results aren't just achievable, they are sustainable. Build habits, then align with who you are, and the outcome will follow naturally. Imagine someone stuck in a cycle of unproductive habits, checking news during work hours, sipping on soft alcohols every evening, and staying up too late scrolling on their phone. Life felt chaotic and unbalanced. Then came the realization. Big results don't require big changes, just tiny, consistent habits. They decided to flip the script. First, they committed to sleeping at 8 hours a night and starting work by 8 a.m. sharp. Next, they replaced evening drinks with reading books, just a chapter a day. And to add movement and mindfulness, they began taking their dog out 3 times daily, rain or shine. These small shifts rooted into identity, becoming someone who values health, focus, and discipline, soon snowballed into the big results. Productivity soared, energy improved, and life became more intentional. That's the power of atomic habits, small changes leading to a transformative life.